کچک عالی جنابش فرشته عذابش نونه دارم تا علی رو برا
Hey young man.
How are you? Okay?
Yes man.
Enjoying the weather, yeah?
I did good.
Alright, no complaint.
Take the change if you want.
No?
Well, you don't have one? Here, I'll pay for it.
I don't have.
What's with everybody lately, man? People that smoke all the time run out of cigarettes for some reason. How do you guys do that, man?
Everybody's trying to save money, man.
Huh?
I said everybody's just trying to save money, bro.
Why? I mean, it's fuck. I used to spend 2 packs of cigarettes a day.
When you have a
20
family
bucks.
of fucking 3 and
You're not doing good lately with the thing?
Oh, man. I'm gonna download that, right? I'm not really trying to push nothing. Smooth and easy, you know what I'm saying? Until this whole thing rolls over and
Not that it's that great from the beginning, huh?
Pardon me?
Not that it's that great from the beginning. I mean, this thing.
Yeah, well,
There's not much in it anyways.
there is. Just have to say.
That's good.
I'm just feeling like a madman, man.
That's good, bro. I got robbed at the beginning of this month. That's why I went into this rut. And the bank's fucking around with me. They're holding checks. Otherwise, I wouldn't have went through this. I never go through this. It's this big monkey. But it's alright. 2 more days, man. 2 more days. That's it. I'll be safe, and that's it. This time, I'm gonna be fucking. My eyes are gonna be 10-10 on things. Gotta be very careful, man. For this to ever happen to me again. I suffered a lot this month, man. I got stuck overall about 8-9 days with no cash at all, nothing. Even the bus sometimes I had to take to use one of the transfers from the day before. One guy tells me no, the other guy, okay, get up, get on. Bro, you get demeaned, man. You can't do nothing without money. You get demeaned. And it's not that I wasted it or I got high with it or anything. I got robbed. That hurts you even more. It wasn't even your fault. They'll put you in that predicament, you know. But it's all good, man. 2 more days. I survived it. I saw Basil this morning. He said he was gonna come by. I didn't see him.
Huh?
He said he was gonna come by this area later. Basil, I saw him this morning at like 8:30.
He came earlier on, man.
Yeah.
Out of here with that shit.
Thanks. Who's that? He picked that man.
I would if I could. No, but I still need 3 days to survive.
Move quick, you have to move. So as I'm moving, as I'm entering, as I'm exiting. Even my spot's taken over there. Look at that. Before I come in, all the spots that I sit in, they come and take them. Look. There we go. Cars start to come in. This will be the busiest. No, she's gonna sit. Look. Oh, she's gonna come. She's waiting over there. As soon as I get here, she comes out. She opens the door and she leaves. And the other car parks. Is to make it look like in a way that I came to them. They didn't come to me. So what they do is strategic spots that I grab and sit in. When I come out of my house, they occupy them. Once they occupy those strategic spots, then they think they can forbid you from sort of sitting in them and filming about what's going on to you. Because you have to come to secluded, empty places like these and sit. It's the only way. Once you come to secluded places like these, then people have no reason to come and walk and move and do things. You know what I mean? Let me just double check, make sure we're recording. I'm going to shut it off and shut it back on again. Okay guys, back to our secluded place. Let's see who shows up here now. You're gonna see people on the balcony come out over there in the building. It's hard to get them on camera though, because they're really far and this camera doesn't pick up places that far. But I'll point them out for you and I'll tell you if you can zoom in to see any kind of movement, so you believe me that. And you're gonna see people come in here and pass by in this parking lot. People start to walk back and forth. Cars come in, cars come out, you name it. Birds, a lot of birds are gonna pass by here. Let's not mention that. Let's just stick to the cars and people, because we want to prove that something illegal is happening here with us. You can't sue the birds. So it's at the corner of your eyes too. Remember, your eyes see 180 degrees. So anything from here all the way to here. So I try to block the streets on the cars on the street, and I'm turned this way. See? I turn a bit this way. So now it's 180 degrees that I see. They're gonna get people move mostly over there in that area because it's in the corner of my eye. It's unnoticeable. Here's a car coming. No, it's up there in that building. I saw it through those cars. So that most of the action is gonna happen in front of that big building over there. But no, it's coming this way. Here we go. Here they start. There's a guy coming, you see, I see him through the car. He's gonna be walking that way. Didn't I tell you there's another car? They're gonna come. Because they're following me. They're stalking me. And they're harassing me. And they're trying to do it covertly. And in this place, it doesn't look covert anymore. They get exposed. That's why I come and sit here and record. Because nobody has the reason to pass by from here. That building, you can get to it from there. Nobody drives through here, guys. People come and park their cars and that's it. Even most of these cars that are parked here are usually stalkers that come to this area and wait for me to come out of my house. The ones that wait by the bus stop. It's a charade. Here's another one. They're gonna come after the other now. It's gonna be the busiest place. There was nobody here when I came in. Just these parked cars. And noise. A lot of angry cars revving their engines, because when they can't get you with vision, when they can't do this to you, they want to get you with noise. They want to stress you and annoy you somehow, so you don't relax. So what did they do today? They filled it up with cars before I came here, because it's ugly. You notice that they haven't filled it up with cars here. Do you know why? Do you know why there are no cars here? Because if I look straight and try to avoid the cars, what do I see from the corner of my eye? The street, which they can pass people by and pass cars by. Why else do you think it's full from there and it's empty here? Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Look, it's all full and it's all empty here. Why? Why? For that main reason, because I have to look that way then, and if I look that way, all I see is cars clogging up my view. It's bad enough, so they don't have to pass too many people because it looks obvious. So they try to come to this environment and preset it before I came into it, because they know I like to sit here, especially by those rocks over there, to clock me up. They put a car over there and there's a lady sitting inside already. Look, come, I'll show you, because I sit by those rocks. Look, I'm gonna show you the lady. We're gonna just pass by quickly. There's another car coming. Let me show you the lady sitting inside the van. Actually, the van's full of kids too. Look, I sit over here on these rocks. You saw that? Just in case I sit over there, so I have someone in my face moving inside the car. Because it's a nice spot to sit under shade. Over here, there's no shade. There we go, another one. They'll come and park here right away. As soon as I got up, they came in and took the advantage to park right here where I was sitting. There's two spots he parks here because they want to exclude me now slowly. They want to kick me out of the parking lot covertly. So what are the chances you're sitting in a place in the afternoon in a parking lot and the next car comes in and parks right beside you? So it's harassment, and they'll stay in the car now. So they keep on moving inside the car. So from the corner of my eye, when I look 180 degrees, I see things moving. See, he picks up the phone and talks. He's not going to want to leave his car now. What are the chances on that happening? You see the covert harassment, how it works? What are the chances for you? You're getting away from people. You don't want to see people move. You go sit in a parking lot. Next thing you know, a car comes, parks right beside you, and the guy inside doesn't leave, and he starts moving. And cars back and forth, and they aim on these two metals here. They aim on the drain here. I guarantee you most of the cars are going to aim on it. Now they see me pointing the camera at it because they surveil me. They're not going to do it. Why? Because it makes noise every time the cars pass by. So when I'm sitting over there, all I hear is tutuk, 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 tutuk. So it's a noise campaign. I know, guys, it sounds crazy. Please, if you're watching my video for the first time, do not call me a nutcase, because if I was in your shoes, I'd do the same. Watch my other videos. My older videos, my newer videos, any video you want, and watch a couple of them so you get the idea of what I'm being attacked with here. It's a government agency doing this to me. They've been doing this to me all my life. I just woke up to it. It's funny, I'm 43, because it's something I was born with. My own so-called family that they didn't tell me they were fake. Freemasons, the Freemasonic agency in Lebanon adopted me, and it's kind of like the Truman Show. You see how a corporation adopted him and put him in this show. It's fake. He doesn't know. Same thing. It's brainwash. They're doing experiments on human beings to see if they can enslave them without them knowing. Enslave them in ways how? Not material. I lived the best life when it comes to material. Everything I had, but no nurture, no love, no caring, no guidance, misguidance actually. Misdirecting you, putting you in the wrong way so you can break down and pretty much destroy yourself. You become self-destructive. I was strong enough to go through all that, and I survived it. Through my wits, my intelligence, and my strength. There we go. They're going to come out of the car. They have to create movement. They have to. And noise. Boof. Opening and shutting doors is huge with these guys. And sticking people. No, look at the person that's walking in that plaza. I could see the top of his head moving. That's all intentional. For me to see things moving. And this guy stays here and he moves. Now they bring everybody out of the car. They stand. They start moving. They're going to eventually go somewhere, but they'll take their sweet ass time doing it. So they create the most movement in front of me and shutting doors, making noise. If this door wasn't automatic, she would have shut it. She stood there. See, she stood there and put the alarm on. She didn't have to stand. People just walk away and push it as they're walking away. They don't have to stop and look at the car to put the alarm on. You guys know that. Here we go. More and more cars are coming to kick me out of the parking lot covertly. One parks here, one here. Now another one will come here, and next thing you know, I'm out of the parking lot. Because it's not a good spot for me to sit. I'll expose them this way. They can't have people pass back and forth here. It looks too obvious. They get exposed. So they have to prepare the setting for that. How do they do that? By doing this. Slowly bringing in people that stay in their car and keep talking on the phone and moving. And move. Look how he's moving. He's going to keep on moving, pretending he's looking, he's laughing, but all he wants to do is move and laugh. they give you this grin because it's very provocative what they're doing to you. So you can get up there and beat him up because he came on purpose. He knows that you know that he came here on purpose to do this to you. And he knows he's provoking you. This is the kind of scum you're dealing with here. It's pure scumbags. This is the kind of people you're dealing with, guys. You're not dealing with human beings. But then again, they are misled people. Misled into materials because they're born incompetent. They don't have talents. They can't make money. And they want everything just like everybody else. They want the fast cars, the beautiful women. They want all that. Whatever. You know, whatever they shoot for. And they can't get them. The only way they can get them is to join this agency that makes them do horrendous acts towards other innocent citizens. Because if they weren't innocent, they'll just throw them in jail. And get away with it. Why could this guy get away with what he's doing? Because I'm being monitored by everybody, cops and everything, and there's tons of people around me. If I do anything to them, I'll go to jail. That's what they want. That's the outcome that they are aching for of this. For me to lose my control, lose my, not be able to resist it anymore and just explode on someone and go to jail. Because, I know a lot of information and I've found out a lot of things, and they don't want a guy like me in society loose for some reason. Even though I'm not a threat to anybody, I'm actually the opposite. I'm a good person. That's what they don't want. Somebody that vibrates good energy to people and educate them about what's happening on the planet. Alright? So now they came back quickly. They just walked over there, all three of them, the whole family, to pick up two more people, walk back and stand in front of the van and have a conversation and point at things. Look at them. Look at all the unnecessary movement and stuck in my face. It's all unnecessary, but it gives them a chance to move in front of me here in a way where they can't really bring in people to walk back and forth. This guy turned on his car half an hour ago. He just left now. He came in here, parked, pissed me off and left. What was the point of that? Why did he park here where I was? You guys see the harassment? It's harassment. Stalking, it's criminal. This is an offense. But it's done covertly by an agency. So you have to get a lawyer and sue the agency for what they're doing, not these individual people, because there are so many of them. How many are going to sue? Half the city? See? They always aim at those the drains over there, because they make noise. It's not easy to go over that drain, by the way. It's a big road here. It's a wide angle. You have to aim that. And they make it look covert. So they've annoyed me now for a good 10 minutes. Now they'll give me a little bit of time, then you start to see people pass by. Now they can pass by a certain person because no one has passed by so far. So they'll pass by. And then they'll try to fill up my view with garbage in a different style, so it doesn't look too obvious that they're repeating the same thing over and over again. We're basically outsmarting an intelligence agency and we're exposing them. That's why they hate me. Not that I was doing that to them to begin with. I didn't start. They started. They picked me up when I was an orphan, gave me to a satanic family that abused the living, I'm not going to continue the sentence, out of me. And I just woke up now and realized all my life was fake. My own family, uncles, mother, brother, everything. It's a charade. And it's been a series of brainwash, my life. I've been pretty much in a prison. Everywhere I go, I'm surrounded with their people. So I'm not able to get in touch with the outside world. So I don't get nurtured, get into real society, meet real people, move forward. And I've done businesses in my life before. They've tried to. They were succeeded, pretty much eliminated them. Put me back and, you name it. A whole bunch of stuff that I talk about in other videos. But in this video, the reason why I came here is to show you guys what the attack is, pretty much. I have to come to a place like this. I call it secluded, but it's not. It's full of cars. In the morning, it's not when I come here early. I guarantee you tomorrow morning when we come, you're going to see it packed with cars. That's what they do. And tomorrow's Sunday. Nobody parks around here. We're going to make a video tomorrow morning. I'll show you. Now, from now till tomorrow, they're going to come up with ways to get people to walk over there in that small plaza. Or on top in the building over there. Or behind me in the buildings here to come out and have a loud conversation on the balcony. Or, don't worry. They come up with ways to keep you annoyed and irritated where you are in a non-exposing way. Or a fire truck will appear out of nowhere and there's a fire here. In the end, do you know how you can catch them? Why am I surrounded with movement and noise everywhere I go? Even when I get away from them. I walk away from them and I still end up seeing people move and people scream. Why?
That's obvious. Doesn't matter if it's a fire truck, it's a car, or whatever. Oh, you live in a big city, it's busy. Well, my friends, there's a difference between busy and someone attacking you with noise and movement in your face all day long. You hear those cars revving and listen, there's already people talking back there. What did I tell you? Look, they're playing in that playground over there, the kids. And they're talking loud. See how they start to scream? Listen. Because now there's no one annoying me here. They have to make up for it. Noises on the street, honking, most likely unnecessarily, or two cars coming together, they know each other. One will intentionally cut off the other to give the other a reason to toot the horn. They have to do that. They work together like a team. They think they're wolves, but I think they're more like rats and bugs, because they bug you. That's what I called them last year when I first started making these videos in my old channel. I wish I kept those videos. They were amazing. Tons and tons of people. About 100 times more the amount of people that you see around me in my videos today and in the last 2 months. But I deleted like an idiot. I thought I was making a deal with them so they can leave me alone and get on with my life. They lied. The next day they attacked me even harder. So I started recording a week later again, and I put up a new YouTube channel. Called it the same, Stop Invasion of Privacy. That's what the old one was called. I do have some videos from the old one. I put them up on this one. You can see in one of them how I got kicked out of the bank here, CIBC, for no reason. I got kicked out of Food Basics over there the same day, no reason. I got kicked out of Good Life Fitness over there, it's a little bit down the road, for no reason. I got kicked out of all the establishments to show you how much power these guys have. Because in every establishment they have their own people in there which will do a lot of sneaky work behind the scenes to get you out of there. Not everybody in those establishments is in on it with them, but a good chunk. And those are the people you end up encountering when you go to these places. You don't end up meeting the normal people that work there. Only their people. They face you. In every establishment, hospital, government establishments. I've seen a fake court session. Type it in on my channel. The search bar on my channel. Type court session. You'll see people in there talking about nothing. It's like an act. Improv actors just talking about nothing. Okay, so basically you end up being in a prison when that happens to you. If your destination is fake people that work with them and surrounding you and everywhere you go, then you're cut off from the real world, from meeting real people. It's not impossible to bump into real people if you try hard enough, but you're not around them the whole time. You're being surrounded with this bug machine that pretty much excludes you from everywhere, and even if there were real people, they wouldn't want to be around it, with everybody moving and talking loud and laughing loud. And listen now to the kid screams. That's how they can attack me with noise. There's a park close by here, so kid screams. You notice how nobody passed by here. How come? How come nobody passed by here? How come all my life is people passing by and I come sit in a parking lot and nobody passes by? It's because I'm recording, because it's obvious here. They get caught. So how do they make up for it with noise? They get the kids over there to scream loud. And sometimes they put people on the balconies here to have a loud conversation and slam things and make noise. Or a fire truck to come over there to that building, or big bikes, or fast speed bikes, or Harleys to pass by here and go brrrr. So the only way I can get away from people is by coming here and seeing these cars. And look, when I tell you they train the birds, I don't want to talk about that though. You know what I mean? Because people think you're nuts. Now that I started filming that way, you hear the car honking and look, somebody's gonna walk by over there on the street because I started filming this way. So what they do is, now this one that's walking up, she was standing over there the whole time and waiting for the signal on her phone because I was looking that way. Trust me guys, I know what as soon as I look that way, she starts making her trip. It's kind of like a movie set. Movie extras waiting all in their spots and waiting for the signal. As soon as the camera goes on them, they do the part that they're meant to do, that they're prepped for. That's how this is. This is what this is like 100%. If I wasn't 100% sure, I wouldn't open my mouth. Trust me, I'm that kind of person. I've been living this now and observing it for 10 months. So because they can't bring in people to move, they've trained the birds, they've trained, you know, it's easy to train pigeons. You guys know that. To fly in certain places, land in certain places, they give them bird feed. I made enough videos how every time I leave my house, the pigeons over there in the parking lot, there's bird feed on the floor every time I leave my house, so I can see pigeons flying in the air and movement in front of me, because that's the attack. Constant movement, in motion, everything in motion. Listen, loud trucks, kids screaming. How come the kids weren't screaming earlier when there were a lot of people around? They don't do it at the same time. They want to take advantage of it. They play tag. As soon as there's nobody annoying me here, they start to annoy me over there. How do they know when to start screaming? How? They get a message on their phone. They don't really see me. They just get a message on their phone. So now they give me a double whammy. One going, one coming in one shot. So it's not one after the other. This is how this works, guys. If you're watching this video for the first time, you've never seen any of my other videos, please do not come and call me nuts. Watch other videos so you see how this is true in so many of my videos and more different styles and planes. I'm always surveilled by planes. Now this could be a commercial jet taken off from the airport, but for some reason, and it's not only in this area, everywhere I go, planes and noises on top of me everywhere I go. I hear about 200 planes a day on a daily basis for the last 20 years. How is that possible? You tell me. Alright, so it's a shame that I woke up to this a little bit late. Still not too late. I'm still in my early 40s. I could still make something out of it, but it's a shame that I had to waste my 20s and 30s, my youth, my vitality, being around the circus where pretty much I'm locked up. It's a prison of people, though. It's not a prison of metal bars. It's a prison of people. That's what I'm gonna call this video. Now I know how to describe it to you guys. It's a prison of human bars, I'm gonna call it. A prison of human bars, because the bars in this prison are not metal. It's people that are preventing me to meet other people. Wherever I go, they put themselves there. They're workers. That's why if you look at them, they're all moving the whole time. And they look angry and they have these mean faces to keep you depressed and feeling bad. So a prison of human bars. An invisible prison of human bars. That's what I'm going to call this video. A movie set or an invisible prison of human bars. See, who talks like that and screams like that unnecessarily? And now they got a bike to pass by. Strange looking bike with these thick tires. They like to put weirdness in front of you. Weird things and strange things because they grab attention. And the colors, very, very bright fluorescent colors in the daytime. And nighttime, a lot of white because it's noticeable. It grabs attention, so you look at it and see the guy with the bike. He even takes his time over there and he rides it all the way there, so he lasts in my view as long as possible. And now they don't scream. Now they're gonna start screaming. How did I know that? You see? Because there's no movement in front of me. They have to play tag, make up for the space, so I don't get 1 second of tranquility, whether it's noise or movement. This is a great video. There's no point in me staying here anymore. I'm gonna go upload it for you guys and call it see, this one was prepping us to come here. Watch, you're gonna see people start moving here now. An invisible prison with human bars. That's what I'm gonna call this video, because that's what it is. A movie set or an invisible prison with human bars, or both. Just like I named one of my past videos, a movie set, an invisible prison, or both. So this is, and wheelchairs, guys, and walkers and canes. That's all I see all day long. And no, I do not live in an old age home or a building that's full of elderly people. It's a building that's full of everything. But all I see is this everywhere I go, not only here, all over the city. Electric wheelchairs, walkers like this one, and canes. And pretty much people coming out of the building as soon as I get in, and cars coming into driveways as soon as I get close to them like this. Look, there's one on the other one too. To keep on cutting my way, putting obstacles in my way. This is what the enemy wants. He doesn't want me to move forward. Why? Believe me, it took me forever to figure out it was the government doing this to me, because I've never done anything wrong and I never thought of myself as being anything special. But apparently I am. That's what they're proving to me. Why else would they do this to me? Why else would they have the need to block me from moving forward if I wasn't special? Not that I'm happy about it, I'm actually miserable about it. It's been my curse. I wish I wasn't. I wish I was normal just like everybody else and I could live a normal life and get this dancing, noisy monkey off my back that pretty much wants to control my environment everywhere I go and precede me and make my life a miserable hell, an invisible prison of torture. So anyways, it's actually a moving, because it moves. A moving invisible prison with human bars. That's exactly what this is. That precedes you everywhere you go because they tap your internet. They know everything about you. They've been doing this to me for years. They know everything about me, what I like, what I don't like, colors, food, women, cars, anything. The pros that I got, the cons, everything about me. So a moving, invisible prison. But you have to think about is these evil people. These people are so evil. They're holding you a prisoner. They don't care. They just want to make money. They're prison guards. They're holding you a prisoner illegally. And they're living off you. And they're breeding like pigs. This is the kind of people you have here. Look what they put on your trail. Look at that. What I'm about to come across right now. Some guy who hasn't stopped moving since I've been looking at him. He's going to keep on moving. He's selling roses or flowers or something. Or he's got some weird buggy stuck there or some baby cart. What it's the movement. Look at his hand. Look, he moves again. Moving. I've never seen so many people in my life scratch their eyes and their hair and play with their hats. Everyone. I mean, it's called constant movement, in motion. It's very provocative. They're meant to provoke you so you hit them and go to jail. And they talk loud. Any excuse to talk loud. So they timed it perfectly with the lights that he would sit there and go with the lights. But as I was going close to him, you saw how he was always moving, scratching his hair, playing with his hat, moving his leg. But that's what they all do. Every single person I meet on the road does that. Not exactly the same things, but some of them and some other things. Overall, there are about 20, 30 characteristics. Everyone does them. Every single person I bump into does this. Don't take my words for granted. Watch my videos. And planes. Listen, another plane. Listen. All day long, all I hear is planes. I might as well go live on the runway in the airport. Same thing. At least there I know I'm in the airport. Planes all day long. This is it's done covertly. Anything that's done covertly, it means it's illegal. When the government wants to harass someone illegally, they call it covert operation. That's why it's hidden, because it's illegal. Otherwise it won't be hidden. If the guy did something wrong, just put him in jail. So that's what covert operations are. It's another word to lie to the public and make them think it's professional, some kind of professional operation. It's a government doing an illegal operation against an innocent citizen. That's what a covert operation is. So a moving, invisible prison with human bars. Listen to those loud laughs. I hear that all day long. These are the kind of creatures you're surrounded with. Fake. Just really dumb, incompetent, can't do anything. They'd rather sit on their ass and abuse someone, get paid for it. That's how lazy they are. This one lives 2 doors away from me. All she does is talk all day long and scream, bring her kids to jump up and down in front of my door and scream all day long. That's all she does. She doesn't do anything, doesn't work, nothing. And they smile and laugh. They try to anger you because you're going through a hard time. They're abusing you. They're torturing you. You're in a prison. They're imprisoning you, pretty much. They're your guards. But you gotta be strong and take them for what they are, dumbasses. How you doing? Good.
Seems like you've been in better spirits.
I have to be.
That's good. No more screaming and taking pictures.
No.
Thing of the past.
I have to be. But there's only one thing I ask in return, and for some reason I don't get it anymore. Why is it always screaming in our hallway? Like, just some peace and quiet, man. That's it. Because I don't know what's funny. I guess the older you get, the more peace and quiet you want.
You are, but some of us got 2-year-olds, so they're starting off from scratch.
They scream all day long.
Yeah, they're 2 years old, right? So.
All 2-year-olds do that?
Mine does.
Not just yours.
And I would love for him to shut up. I'll tell you that much, but there's not much you could do, right?
Yeah, no.
The more frustrated you get with them, the louder they get.
It's not just them. It's everywhere
It's
I go
everywhere.
around here.
It's babies, right? They're babies. They're babies. Have a good day.
You too.